Okay, Coach, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
You ready? 53 is mine. Check. 53 is mine. Here we go. Deuce. 61. Matchbox lights.
On first down, it's Armstrong. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All day, every day, any day. Motion. 53. Check 53. Here we go.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what they're... Second down call is going to look like now.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
until you get off the field. Check your hot read.
To throw on second down is Darnold. And he's going to go down again. And Oliver in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
Motion, 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 motion. Lady. 53 is the mark.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Fielded at about the 28. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, orbit. Hey, Sam on.
Under 10, under 10.
Bam, bam. Yo, 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 go, go. Blue draw corkers.
Watch the ship, watch the
Get it.
2nd and 6. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready, ready. 60 or. 6-6, pull it high. Gone, gone.
Let's get off the field. Out, 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 out.
He's out.
They'll run on 1st down. Armstrong. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Yeah, yeah.
Motion out of the backfield. 53 is the mic. 53.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzgerald. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check. Check. 53.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
53 is the mark. Hey, tight. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Ready? Jump it. Check 31.
Darnold on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Here we go. 30 base. Look, squeeze.
No. Off. Check.
Rock it. 5.
On first down, it's Armstrong. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
Zipper.
Check. Fresno. Go.
On second down, it's Armstrong. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be third down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Alert 3. Slam. Back.
Ready.
And to give this time to the tailback. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Darnold. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Marquise Goodwin scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Jets have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hard.
Watch twits.
Leo.
Now a give right side. Armstrong. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Look at me. Door.
Kill.
Hey, Sam off.
They'll try the left side. It's Armstrong, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hey, wahoo!
A first down throw, Darnold. Trying to lay one up deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 67 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Darnold now to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
14, Bills 3.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
We got double up.
Hey, Charlie, now.
44 Mike. Check. Check the out.
Hit it.
On first down, Fitzgerald finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
44. Get it.
Back to throw. Fitzgerald, he's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. And
they take him down. The Bills get to him. Chris Jones, his 2nd sack of the night. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. On 3rd down, Jefferson. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26. A very good return there, giving an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Mike 53. You ain't going nowhere.
Go.
Check nickel.
Look, squeeze.
Get wide. Watch out.
Protein spill. Now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fitzgerald. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 42. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Back to throw, Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Ready, set.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half. What'd you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Armstrong. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third-quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Here we go.
Now a give, right side. Jefferson. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47.
53, check 53.
Now Darnold. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Ed Oliver able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Let's go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check. Lucky. Watch safety green.
Here's Darnold. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Let flow. Spine. No. 36.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Team and the punter, some love.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On 2nd down now, Jefferson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
and attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Hey, Delta.
58 to Mike. Let's go.
Hey, lock it.
Man up, D. Man up, D. Say.
Hard.
Throwing on third and long. Fitzgerald. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Ready. Hey, shoot. Hey.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Leo.
You go tight. You got tight.
Hit it.
Operating from the gun. Fitzgerald. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Willis just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
Hey.
Ringo.
Look at me. Door. Hey, Sam on.
Check 25. Check.
Topper.
Hatchet.
Bam. Get it.
On second and a long way to go. Fitzgerald. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Slam.
Hey, Alpha. Yep. Gone. Squeeze. Now.
From the gun, Fitzgerald. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Armstrong. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4.
Hey. High 7.
Throwing on first down. Fitzgerald. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Go out.
Throwing again on second and 10. Fitzgerald. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive.
Check 43.
X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, Foxtrot. 5.
Back to throw. Fitzgerald. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
On second and a yard, Darnold. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Darnold now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Check 4.
Darnold. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And now it's second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. I'm trying to collect.
Now it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No first down.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
On the ready.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Check 15.
Leo. Yes. Ready.
Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The Bills on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Check 30.
80 weapon.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Joker,
Look at me. Score. Lee Griffin.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. On 4th down, Fitzgerald. And this is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Check. Mike 50. I'm coming.
They'll run on first down. Jefferson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. To throw is Darnold toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well.
And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Fair. Now. Get it.
On second down, it's Armstrong. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey!
On 3rd and 2, Fitzgerald. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Hey, 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 hey!
SOS, SOS, SOS. Kill, kill, kill.
6-6, pull it high.
Kill, kill, kill.
Look, squeeze. Rock it. Yep.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Right up.
On 4th down, Fitzgerald. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Giorgio Tavecchio for the field goal try. This one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
You're out.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Fight.
On second down now, it's Armstrong. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
49, check 49, check 49.
Here we go. Set. 60 or. Five. Yo, go. Hey, lock it.
Hey, switch gears.
Hard.
Check nickel.
Yes.
Get wide. 58.
Hey, Echo.
58 to Mike. I got you.
Hey, Jet. Ready?
Throwing on second down, Fitzgerald. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
Here we go, son. 53 is the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come in.
Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bills' 45-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Jets, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.